Okay, so welcome to the first ever episode of Chalk and Cheese.
Really excited.
Which one are you, chalk or cheese?
I think I'll be the cheese.
I was actually thinking of being the cheese.
All right, I'll be chalk. Okay.
It was the white hair. And I feel like
of course, the hair. Yeah,
and
chalk.
I feel like I'm a bit more gooey.
What does that say for me?
You're dry. Just
Dry,
the old thing.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
So, this is the podcast where we are going to solve everyone's problems.
Totally.
What makes you
for it.
think you'd be good at this, Linda?
Because I'm almost 72 years old, so I think I've seen life. I think I've experienced virtually everything. So, yeah, let's go for it.
So, I'm someone that people have always told their secrets to, which is crazy because I'm also a blabbermouth.
Oh, darling, you and me both.
So, Linda, how was your week?
Quite exciting. I did a photo shoot.
Oh.
For Quality Street, which was wild because I thought maybe we'll get some chocolates or something like that, but we didn't. But then I found out it was an award.
No way.
It was literally an award along with 6 other people. And it was in a plaque and everything. We had to have photos done with the plaque and everything.
Okay.
And it was an award for becoming a celebrity on the internet, on social media. Can you believe it? I mean, I'm a newbie to social media.
You are.
And I don't really know. You tell me how to do half of it anyway.
You do. I just want to tell the listeners that yesterday we tried to upload something to your story.
yeah, no,
We were in different locations. Linda, you tried to give me your password for everything.
I did. Because I trust you.
I know.
But now I know you're a blabbermouth. I think that was probably a mistake.
No, you're an internet noob. We thought we were teaching you how to use the stories. But you're also a celebrity, and I like that you thought you were just getting paid in chocolate.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we were just doing this photo shoot. But it was an award. And I've got to go back and do a walk on a red carpet. And I think it's going to be like they put these plaques on the floor because they've told me I have to kneel down. Whether I'll ever get up.
How will you get
again,
up?
that's another, exactly. That was my worry. So I got to kneel down and touch my... So I think it's like that
Hollywood star.
Exactly. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it going to be?
Somewhere in... Now, where was it? Battersea.
Oh, wait, forever.
Yeah, I think so.
No
So
way.
I think this is an ongoing thing because what they said was that people now, younger people, find their celebrities through social media more than celebrities who are on television or something like that.
Yeah.
And so they decided it was time to have an award for people who were on social media.
It's so crazy because the amount of grinding that I do on social media, I'm making vlogs,
Grinding?
I'm making...
What does that
The
mean?
amount of grinding I'm doing.
Exactly.
Linda, the amount of work I put into my social media. I'm doing videos, I'm doing edits, I'm doing transitions.
I know.
You literally just turn the camera on and say, "Hi, guys."
I know. Can you believe it?
When you
I
have
was
it, you have it.
I was like blown away. And there was the who else was there? Well, I can only tell you a few. There was Zoe, who is actually the voice of Jet 2.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And there was also this baby who's the bus lady.
I know the bus lady. I love her.
She is so lovely.
I love her.
She's so lovely. And who else? And Sam, who was a farrier.
What's a farrier?
A farrier works with horses and does horseshoes. And
Okay.
he makes
Oh,
horseshoes.
the guy who cleans the horseshoes.
Very
Love
good,
him.
Very good looking. Anyway,
Okay.
and so he was there as well. And there was another guy, I can't remember his name, but he had really, really fuzzy hair. And apparently his whole thing is to do with his hair. That his hair is so
God,
wild.
the celebrities these days are crazy.
I know, exactly. But it was really nice.
Nice.
And then we were doing a photo shoot all together. And then of course, I had a green cloak on.
Yeah,
of
classic.
course. And and then Baby was next to me. And on my plaque, it says something about, oh, Linda is an icon. And she was from season 3 from Traitors. And her memorable laugh. And I was reading it, I went, oh, I don't remember laughing that much on Traitors, believe me. And then she turned to me and she went, Oh my God, it's Linda from Traitors. Oh, she said, I knew your face. She said, oh, I can't believe I'm standing next to Linda from Traitors.
Oh,
I was so
what
wild.
a
I went,
nice
well, I
week.
can't believe I'm standing next to you.
Yeah, had you seen her
the
bus videos?
lady. Yeah.
I love her. She loves that bus.
Incredible. So it was a wild day. And then on the way back, I got in the taxi to go home. And would you believe it? I was in the taxi for 5 minutes. And the taxi guy said, I can't go any further. Something's gone wrong with the brakes and I can't take you home. I have to take you back to the studio. I thought, oh, can I get back in the studio? Where they have all gone?
Was it a surprise? Like he was actually just bringing you back for...
No, he was really worried. In fact, the whole computer turned off while we were standing and traffic was going round us. And I thought, how's he going to get me back?
Who the hell's not going to get home?
Exactly. Who's not going to come back? Exactly. So then the computer came back on and he managed to get me back to the studio where they were still there and they got me another taxi.
Nice.
So it was wild.
Crazy week.
Wild day. Yeah.
Well, I had the total opposite, you know.
Yeah, tell me.
We did the same show, but some of us didn't become internet celebrities.
Oh, you are, darling.
Well, I had 3 jobs.
I
and
know.
I almost got 4. But sure, I was fired before I even started.
What the hell? What happened? What the hell just happened? That's a song. What the hell just happened?
What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
I was thinking it too when I was fired. No, so basically, right,
Tell me.
I'm on my way to work, 20 minutes away. I'm running late, you know me and timekeeping.
yeah.
When they rang me, I actually thought they were gonna say, where the hell are you? But instead they said, you're fired.
But why?
Because and I'd got the job, been given my hours, and then in my final chat with them, where they just wanted to tell me a little bit about the brand, I said I didn't. It was a matcha company, right? And they said,
What's a match company?
You know, matcha.
Oh, matcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said match.
No,
Okay,
it was a matcha company.
Okay.
And I said, I don't buy my matcha from a certain matcha shop. Nothing to do with them now. And they said, why? And I said, oh, because it's on the boycott list for Palestine. And they fired me because of my political beliefs.
No.
I know.
That's not
They
right.
said, I know. Right?
I think you should follow
Well,
that up.
look, the thing is, they're going to pay me for the day. But how
For the
in a
day?
way- You're right. Why am I with the bus lady doing photo shoots? Instead, I'm running around London poor.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. So onwards and upwards.
Yeah, agree.
And let's solve someone else's problems.
Yes, let's go for it.
Let's do it. Okay, so first problem, Linda. My friend and I no longer speak after falling out during a holiday that I paid for. We had agreed that I would cover the cost of flights and accommodation up front, and she would repay me monthly. After the fallout, she refused to pay me back and blocked me on everything. What should I do?
Well,
Oh my God.
I find that a little bit, I mean, if you owe people money and you make an agreement, even if you've fallen out, you should still pay the money back. There's no reason not to pay the money back. She still went on the holiday.
That's so crazy.
I know.
Imagine owing someone money for a whole holiday and blocking them.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I do think we need to think about what happened on the holiday.
Yeah, okay, but it still doesn't stop paying back money.
But what if something truly terrible happened on the holiday? Like, we're only here on one side here.
Okay, give me an example.
Of worst thing that ever happened
The
with me
worst-
on a holiday.
Oh, okay, go on.
Well, I actually had a fallout on a holiday, okay?
Oh.
In my friend group years ago.
Right.
Okay? Where we were on a girls' holiday and two of the girls had boyfriends that were best friends.
Right.
And when we went on this holiday, one of the girls cheated on her boyfriend. Okay?
With?
Just a random
Oh,
man.
I thought you were going to say with the best friend.
No. So it was a
All right,
girls'
okay.
holiday. It was a girls'
Right.
holiday.
Oh, okay.
So one of the girls cheated on her boyfriend, and the other friend said, I'm going to have to tell my boyfriend because it's his best friend. And it became, now this is honestly years ago, but it became this massive fallout and the group ended up splitting up, you know?
Right.
So we don't know what happened on this holiday.
But did you block them?
No, I didn't. And I
And
also
would
didn't
you
owe
have
them
not
money.
paid them back?
See, that's the thing. Like, if I'd owed them money, I still would have paid them
that's something
back.
different, yeah.
Well, I think there's just something embarrassing. Like, I am definitely brought up from way that I think you should always pay your way. I feel like there's no worse feeling for me than owing somebody money.
Exactly.
But
I'm
what
the
should
same.
this friend do about it?
Well, it's hard if she's blocked her. That's the trouble.
Would you go legal?
Yeah, but it depends how much it is, because if you go legal, you have to pay for that.
That's true. So what do you think you would just tell everyone?
Well, I
Spread the
wonder
word?
if she's got other friends who know that person that can talk to that person who's blocked her to say, look, this is really not on. You should pay her the money back. Whether you want to speak to her again, that's a different matter.
Okay.
But paying money back, she must know other people. She must know other people that know her.
I agree. There's got to be a friend group.
Yeah,
Like, I wonder, do they go away with a gang?
exactly.
So you would say tell all, but then you have the whole thing of what if none of the friends want to be pulled into the drama?
Yeah, but come on, somebody.
Then
I
you've got-
mean, you know, I think it's just a really, I don't know, it's just a normal thing to pay people money back. I mean, it's not right to not pay them. She may never speak to her again. Fine. But, you know, the agreement was in the beginning that she pay the money back.
Absolutely. Especially because London's so expensive.
Well, exactly.
You
And
know,
that girl probably needs the money.
that
And
girl
it was
probably
kind of
needs
her
the
to
money.
pay for her in the first place and say, you can pay me back monthly.
Agree. It's cringe.
Yeah.
Okay, so our advice,
Is to try and find somebody who knows her, who can actually talk to the girl that's blocked, block the other girl, to say, I think you really should pay that money back. Whether you want to speak to her again, doesn't matter, but you should pay the money back.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to do.
let's start peer pressure. Bring peer pressure back.
Yes, exactly. Exactly that. Yes.
Perfect. Solved.
So,
Case closed. Okay. Linda, problem 2. Are
okay.
you ready?
Right.
Lock in. I looked after my sister's children all summer without any payment, which I was completely fine with. This summer, she looked after my kids for 1 week. She's now asked me to pay for food and other expenses. What should I do about this?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I mean, family.
Family is so difficult.
I know.
So first off,
Well, if
we
she
do-
did it the whole summer for nothing, really, the sister, unless you don't know what the sister's financial situation is. If she paid for the kids' food and she hasn't got much money, you don't know what the sister is who looked after the kids for nothing. Maybe she had more money. You know, that's we don't know the whole story.
Yeah, but right, here's what I'm thinking, okay? I've got tons of sisters, right? And I've got
Tons?
Tons.
Have you got tons?
Oh my God, Linda, they're coming out the fucking woodwork. They're everywhere. No, they're literally everywhere. I have so many, I've lost count, don't even know all their names.
I
No,
got
no, I
two.
don't. I've got 5. I've got 5, okay? As a
Right.
girl who has 5 sisters, I
Right.
feel equipped to talk on this. So first
Okay.
off, I have one sister who is very minted. She's smart. She's, do you know what that means now? You're looking confused.
Minted. I had to think about it, but it means she's got money. Yeah, I got it. I had to think about that one. Yeah, got it.
So I've got one sister who's got a very fancy job and she's very rich.
Right.
And then you've got me with my 3 part-time roles getting fired every day, okay? Now, there's no kids in the mix. But I'm thinking, okay, if I took her kids, if she had my kid for a week,
Right.
yeah, I'd expect her to look after it.
Yeah.
But right now, if I had her kid, I would actually be stuck. You know, so it's not that I'm trying
Because
to be...
you'd have to use money to pay for food, for extra food.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be a scabby bitch.
No.
I'm just a little bit skinned.
Scabby bit. What a saying.
You never been a scabby bitch before?
I've probably been a bitch, but I'm not sure about scabby.
You know what? I do think, though, I don't think I would actually ask her for money because I'd be too proud.
Right.
Like, I'd be a...
Yeah, but if that was me in my situation and I knew that my sister didn't have much money and I had more money, then I would say, look, here's the money for the kids' food. That's what I'd say. If you're looking after them, then
Wait,
I
hang on.
would give the money for the kids' food.
So hang on. I think we're losing ourselves in this problem. So one sister minded them all summer for free. One sister asked for money to mind them for a week. What should the sister... So what do we think she should do? Do you think she should say it to her sister? You're a scabby bitch.
Well, no, I don't think she should go that far.
Oh.
But I would say if that sister is asking for money for the food for the kids, then there must be a financial problem there.
What if there isn't?
Well, then that's a different story.
So what do we call her?
Well, I don't know about scabby bitch, because then they may never talk again. But you don't know, do you? I mean, we don't know the full story. That's the trouble. We don't know the full story. But it's family, and maybe they can discuss it, and she can say, to her sister and say, well, look, I did look after nicely, in a nice way. I did look after your kids for the whole summer, and I didn't get any payment for that. So why is it you're asking me for payment for a week? Have you got money problems? La 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 la.
Ooh, that's a bit. See, now this is how I go about it personally. Okay, I'm going to solve the problem. If the finances are the same, I would say, just nearly in a joking way, I'd say, oh my God, are you serious? Get out of town. There's no way.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Come on. You're not getting cash for that now.
Right.
Sure, I was minding himself last summer.
Right.
That's exactly how I would say it.
Okay.
Keep it casual. I don't think I'd go, are you having money problems? Because I feel like that embarrassed my sister.
True. But then that would put it, how you're doing it, then that would put that sister in still not being able to say, well, actually, I'm broke. And, if she's embarrassed about it, it's not going to be, I mean, maybe not go as far as saying, have you got money problems? But, do you need money? Did they eat a lot? Do
you think she should just pay her sister, say nothing, and then just not do the minding thing again because family's complicated?
Well, no, I don't think she should not do much. I think she should get to the bottom of why the sister is saying she wants the money.
True.
And if they're family, they should be able to talk about that. And if it's family, she should be able to tell her sister if she's got money problems, or if she's saying, yeah, I'm a bit short this month, the kids ate a lot, I had to pay out more money for their food, blah, blah, blah.
So what we're saying is, open the dialogue and discuss.
Yes, that's
if
what
she
I
has
think.
money problems, be sound.
Yeah.
If she's not having money problems,
then that's something different.
call her a scabby bitch.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
Perfect. Another case closed.
Yeah.
Okay, Linda, we're on to problem 3.
Right.
People are stressed about the finances nonstop.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, it's a recession, I think.
Hey, come on. I know.
Yeah, me and you have throughout
Believe
our
me,
lives.
I know the same problem. I know the same, I had the same problem.
You did.
I did.
So, and I still do. So let's keep rolling.
No, I still do. Could lose my house.
Actually, why are they listening to us for financial advice?
Exactly.
So, right, lock in.
Right.
A friend keeps assuming I'll babysit for free. She gets upset when I say no. How do I set boundaries?
Well, I would start off by saying to the friend, I can't always babysit because I do other things. I'm not always available.
See, the thing is, though, Linda, I feel like that's so much easier said than done. Like, imagine I just started dropping my kids off. I feel like you'd find it hard to actually, it's so easy to say, oh, well, I just say, like, I need to stop. But if you're really good friends, and maybe she's got 2 jobs, maybe she's a single mom, and she's like, look, I just have to drop the kids around. How would you say, like, look, I just can't do it? Like, think of your best friend.
Because you say, I'm doing something else.
Like, so you're saying make up a plan.
Yeah.
You're saying lie.
Basically. I mean, it gets her out of it. It gets her out of it then.
So lying is always the answer.
This is not for you, Paul. I don't lie to you, believe me.
Paul is Linda's son.
I do babysit the grandchildren.
It's never a lie, Paul.
It's never a lie.
So, right, your solution is just to lie, and every single time she asks you to babysit, don't set any boundaries,
Or
just keep lying.
What she could say is, oh, well, actually, I'm already getting paid for babysitting for somebody else on the same date.
So come up with a fake job.
Yeah.
Okay, so say you're busy, then come up with a fake job.
Yeah.
Have a fake wage.
Yeah.
I mean, start buying yourself treats, really, so that looks believable.
Well, exactly. I mean,
Move
it's
country
a way,
and start
it's
living
a
a
way
fake
not
life.
just to say no, It's a way to say, I can't do it because I'm actually doing something else and getting paid for it. So,
And should she actually then start babysitting someone else and get paid for it?
Well, she
Maybe. Now we're thinking side hustle.
yeah, now we're giving her a job.
Well, I mean, now she's employed.
Exactly.
I would say, God, let me think about this actually. Brenda's saying I'm babysitting. How do I set
That's my
boundaries?
solution, lie.
So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of agree with the lying and I'm not mad about the side hustle. But I am like, could she sit the friend down and just have like a heart to heart and be like, we don't know if this lady has kids or not, but I'm going to assume she doesn't have kids.
No.
So I am someone who personally doesn't have kids myself. A lot of my friends do now.
Right.
And if they were dropping the kids off, I think I'd have to say, look, I chose the child-free life for a reason. Ooh. Oh, would I actually say that?
Would you actually say that?
Maybe. I chose the child-free life for a reason.
I think lying's better.
No, lie. You're right. People get very touchy about choosing child-free life.
Exactly.
But, I mean, imagine, like, I think, now, I don't know, I feel like a lot of mommies won't like this, but for me, personally, as someone who doesn't have kids, and is not sure if they want to have kids, the big perk for kids, for me, would be that I want a kid when I'm older.
But you just said you may not have kids.
No, but I want a grown-up kid when I'm older. Like the way you have Paul.
Yeah.
And he's like your confidant.
Oh, I see.
He's going to look after you.
Yeah.
If needs be, you've got someone to wipe your arse. Like, it's just like...
I don't think I'd let him do that. No.
Linda, you never know. I don't know, Paul.
No, Paul, I wouldn't ask you to do that.
Paul, she might. Okay. What I'm saying is, I want the security of having a kid. Because you in a lot of ways can lock in a best friend. But I don't want to give up my lifestyle to have a kid because I'm selfish. I'm inherently selfish and I love living. So I don't want someone else's kids in my house. So I'd have to put the foot down and say, I chose the child-free life. I don't get to have kids on Christmas and that's annoying. But I should be able to go and live my adult life, spend my adult money.
I think lying's better.
Okay.
I think that's like so in
The thing
somebody's
is-
face.
I think you're right.
I think that's too in your face because I think then they get very upset.
No, you're right. Change your number, move country.
Yes. Or lie.
And it's all a lie. Perfect. Another case closed. Really lie to that friend. Lie and then start
And then
finding
you
someone
don't-
else's kids for
Because
money.
you could actually cause a friendship to break up because of that. You know, if you say, look, actually, I chose not to have kids, so I don't want kids in my house.
Oh, wait.
I think that's-
We should actually say this as part of the pod. We're still rolling, right?
Yeah, you can.
You could just continue on. Sorry.
Oh, right. You know, I think you could break the friendship up because of that, because obviously they are friends. So I think you could just
You could break
saying
the
a
friendship up
white
as-
lie occasionally is not a bad thing
Yeah.
to try and diffuse a situation.
I actually agree with you there. You're right. If I was to say to one of my friends, I don't want to mind your kids because I love not having kids, that's a bit offensive.
Exactly.
But if I say I'm now actually busy every day,
Yeah.
that's potentially
Exactly.
believable.
Well, you don't need to say you're busy every day, but you just say, I've got things planned. But the thing is it about the money? I mean, because the thing is, she said, I'm not getting paid for it.
That's a really good point,
So
Linda.
is it the money or is it having the kids?
The money thing, well, minding kids is expensive. That's actually another reason why I don't have any. I can't afford them. So I can't afford to be minding someone else's. I would say to that friend, because I think it's weird to ask your friends for money for a favour. I would just...
Yeah, exactly.
I think we've got to run with the lie.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I
potentially...
think that's best.
But if you have a flair for minding kids, which she might, set it
But
up
does
as
she
a
want the money? That's the point.
That's what I mean. Set it up as a side hustle with somebody
There you
else's
go.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put herself out as a babysitter online and say, I charge this much per hour, blah, blah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Booked and busy, girl. You're
There you
booked
go.
and busy.
Or join a babysitting company, because I used to use, when Paul was small and I was working, because I was divorced then, I was on my own bringing up a child, that I had to use a babysitting company.
Yeah, and you were paying.
And I had to pay for that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. She's a single mom who works
Yeah.
2 jobs.
There you go. 3.
So the answer is, do lie to your friends.
To save the friendship.
To save the friendship. Lies save friendships.
I love these shoes.
Thank you. I just got them yesterday. They were only £40. They're gazelles.
Adidas.
I'll send you the
Lovely.
link. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Buy a pair. Oh my God, we should get matching ones.
I got, oh yes. Oh my God, I've got a friend actually. When we go shopping, we nearly always buy the same things. And I've said to her, we really have to do a video with us in exactly the same outfits together.
That's what me and you need to do more of.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final problem of the episode.
Okay.
We're going to get the UK's finances back in order with this one.
Oh Lord.
So Linda, this listener has wrote in and said, I'm in a job that I absolutely hate. My boss is awful and I despise all my co-workers.
Wow.
I know.
That's heavy.
Maybe you're the problem.
Yes. I hope you're not listening. Sorry. I'm sure you're not the problem.
Let's hear them out. I despise my co-workers. However, the job pays really well and I'm saving for a house. What should I do because I'm so unhappy in this situation?
Do you know what I'd say?
Go on.
Get over it. That's what I'd say. No, look, if you want the money, I mean, your job is not your whole life. You go out of your job, you go home, you enjoy yourself. Try and put your job behind you if you want the money. If you don't want that amount of money, look for another job. That's how I see it.
I hear you.
I'm glad you hear me.
But here's what I think. You actually spend so much hours a week in work. How many hours a day does the average person? How many hours a day does the average person work? 7 hours times 5. That's. I can't believe we're solving
35 hours, darling. 35 hours.
I thought he said 75. It was like 7 and 5.
Anyway, back to me solving all the financial problems. So 35 hours a week
35.
is what the average person works. So you're going to spend 35 hours a week unhappy? Like, it's not just that he hates the job.
They're talking about the money. We love the money. It pays for the things they like to do. Get over it then. Do the job. Just, not get involved with the job. Just do your job. Go home, have your lovely times and say that job, although I hate it, pays for what I'm doing outside.
Yeah, but what if their mental health has been affected, Linda?
Well,
That
that's
is so your generation.
But that's, excuse me.
I'm sorry, just like pull up your bootstraps and get to work.
Actually, that's so true. And I think there should be more of that in this country right now.
All right, Kim K. It seems like nobody wants to work anymore. No, but Linda. Right, imagine I rang you and I said, Linda girl, I am in bits going into work every day. I'm miserable. I wake up with a feeling of dread. I hate everyone. They're horrible to me. Yeah. I know what you would say to leave. You would tell me to leave.
I'd say leave, but this person, he, she, whoever it is saying, yes, but I love the money.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, but they're actually making money.
Well, they are making money and they like the money. So, it's being unhappy versus do I want that amount of money?
It's actually not that they never said they liked the money. That was all you.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Freudian slip.
What did they actually say then? Read it again.
They said, I like the money.
Yes, exactly.
They said, Linda, I'm trying to save for a house.
Well, yeah, that means I want the money. So what is the choice? You find another job with the same amount of money. Obviously, that's going to be difficult because he likes the money.
How many times has Linda said he likes the money?
Well, he's just
First person to email us with the answer
well,
is
he
going to win
needs
a
the money
prize.
for the house. You like the money to pay for the house.
No.
So, yeah.
You're saying, suck it up, get over it.
Yeah, I just say, get over it. Get on with the job, enjoy your life outside. You know?
Okay.
Or you don't like the money, you want less money, and you want to save to buy a house, or you don't even know if you would get another job if you left that job. But what you could do is while you're in that job that you hate, then you should be looking for another job that maybe would give you the same money, etc.
I'm going to say, have they ever thought about just like not being poor? You know, Paris Hilton vibes. Just stop being poor. No, I would say, honestly, if you're actually, in my opinion, I'm a bit softer than herself. Old leather boot over here.
Straight to the point. Get over it.
I'd say if you're really unhappy, like, life is for living. If you're truly unhappy, owning a house is not the be all and end all. I think we are convinced, my generation is convinced, like, you need to own a house. You don't need to own a house. I mean, I don't know their situation, but I personally would take my happiness and renting a little bit longer, finding something that fits, and having the will to live every day over working with horrible people.
But renting costs more than a mortgage, believe me. So sometimes it is good to actually have a house because you pay less in the end than renting. Believe me, I know.
I know, girl, I know, but like, yeah, I guess. So we need a solution. You're saying get over it. I'm saying do what makes you happy.
No, I'm not. Well, I am saying get over it. But basically, I'm saying get over it or find a solution where you're already looking for another job. Or just stick with the money job, which obviously is because you want to buy a house. And yes, you will be paying less if you buy a house, believe me. So I think there are two ways to deal with this. Either stick in the job for the money or look for another job while you're still in this job.
That's the one.
It doesn't mean you have to leave straight away. You could be looking underhand for another job. Don't tell them. Just look for another job.
So in conclusion, Linda, I think we can say in classic chalk and cheese fashion,
Yes.
keep lying, tell your boss nothing, stay in the job, but secretly look for another job
Exactly.
of equal money because
Or more money.
he's
Not less, because you want a house.
because you want to have the money.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, God, we're good at this,
I
aren't we?
tell you, I think we're brilliant.
For
We
two-
could run the country, to be honest.
For two girls with very little money.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, Linda, I think that brings us to the end of the pod.
It was great. Enjoyed it.
I mean, I feel like I could take on anything at this point. I'm ready to go
Exactly. Bring it on.
invest, save, look for a new job,
Exactly.
fight my friends, and most of all, tell some lies.
Yes.
But we'll do it again next week.
Definitely.
But we need to hear more problems. So if you enjoyed listening to the pod and you think you have a problem about literally anything, please write it in. Our email address is chalkandcheesepod@gmail.com, or you can find us both on socials. I'm at Anna_Duke.
And I'm at the Linda Rands.
That is the.
The being the main thing.
Goodbye and thank you for listening.
Thank you.